So this is a little bit different here. I normally do videos Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings. And with the video that I had to come out on Wednesday morning and then the video again earlier today, I said, you know what? I'm going to do a video here where I'm going to kind of clarify some things about myself and so forth. So I want it to be known, first of all, that my handle, Wick Goes Carnivore, is still true. I am carnivore. Okay. I personally believe that 100% pure carnivore with no plant materials is the best diet for humans. I don't believe that there is any reason that we need carbohydrates from plants, right? There's a little bit of carbohydrates in like eggs and stuff like that. So I don't want to just say carbohydrates, but carbohydrates from plants, like no plant material. I don't believe there's any reason that we need to eat that as food. There's no nutritional reason for it. Um, you get all of the nutrients, all of the vitamins, all of the the good processes that help with recovery and so forth with your body through meat, and you digest it properly. We are hypercarnivores, and hypercarnivores, the different animals in the animal kingdom that are hypercarnivores, are mostly meat eating because that they do not properly digest plants, and they don't absorb the nutrients, the vitamins, the minerals from plants very well. They might absorb a little bit, but they don't absorb them very well. And there is definitely science that shows, I shouldn't necessarily say science, but there's a history pattern that shows that. You look at the past when humans were eating more of a meat-based diet where it was almost all meat. There was a higher meat consumption. We did not have to worry about supplements. Now, supplements are a multi-billion dollar industry. And the reason for that is because there is less meat and there is more plant food. Hey, I'm going to get you right back to this video in just a few seconds here, but really quickly, I just wanted to say that I appreciate you for watching my videos, and I wanted to give you an opportunity to know how you can help me out. And this has nothing to do at all with money. So that's the first thing I want to put out there. Like, I don't have memberships. A couple years ago, I looked into that a little bit, but then I got rid of it and didn't do anything like that. So I don't have any memberships or anything like that. And I don't ask you for money or anything. Yeah, I get some ad revenue when you click my videos and you watch an ad. Very little, but I get a little bit. I get a few cents there. But anyway, what are ways that you can help me? You can like this video. You can share it with your friends, your family. Share it on social media, Facebook, Instagram, wherever, Twitter, X, whatever it's called. You can share it and let other people see the video and see some of my content. If you got somebody that you think would really enjoy this video, then send it over to them and just share, because that's going to help to get the carnivore word out. And it's going to allow me to talk to more people about the carnivore diet and my own experiences, my experiences with like AFib and all those other different things that I've healed and so forth. So that's how you can really help me. And now let's go back to the video. Look at vegans. They eat a ton of plant food and say that they're getting all these nutrients because they're so nutrient dense. And nutrient density in the plant food is one thing, but the absorption of humans is another, and they are not absorbing those nutrients, those vitamins very well. And that's why vegans have a lot of supplements. If you ever watch their videos or hear them talk or posts that they put out there, they take all kinds of supplements because that plant food, your body as a human doesn't absorb those nutrients very well, and it doesn't digest that very well. There are animals out there that are not hypercarnivores that eat more of a plant-based diet, and they are designed to, and they digest that. Cows are an example. They digest properly. They have multiple stomachs, and they're able to digest that plant food properly. Humans and other animals that are hypercarnivore, like we're talking like lions and stuff, and cats, dogs, they don't digest the plant food very well, and they don't absorb the vitamins, right? So that's why I will tell you that we are hypercarnivores. But on the other spectrum of that, hyper carnivores is 70% or better, right? And whatever you're going to do, that's perfectly fine. And that's what I think the point is that I made in these last couple of videos. But I want to make it be known that I believe personally that we should strive for 100% carnivore. And I don't really make that, right? Like it never seems to work for me. There's always something that derails me and I eat something I shouldn't. And I mean, there are people out there like Carrie Mann, for instance, from Homestead How. I believe he's like 3 years or close to 3 years now on the carnivore diet. Might not quite be there, but I think he's close to it. And he says he has never had one single vegetable or fruit in that time period, no plant material. And I 100% believe him. I do. He's one of those people that is able to do that very easily. The motivation is definitely there. There are people that they really can't eat those foods because the reactions that they get are so bad from eating plant food that they just don't, and they're very good at being really strict. I have a carb addiction problem. When I start eating a carb, I want to eat more of it, but most of those carbs I don't get those reactions, the same reactions. Like some things like baby spinach, peanut butter, stuff like that. Things that are higher in oxalates, they can have more onions in that, will give me some joint pain. Though now that I've been doing some fermented foods like yogurts and stuff like that with the cottage cheese, with the live active cultures, kefir, since I've been doing those types of things, I haven't had that issue. Like I literally had onions. I don't remember when it was, like a couple weeks ago. I had some onions that were in something at a restaurant that I ate, and I didn't have the issue with the joint pain. So that I think the fermented foods has helped with the oxalate issue that could come on. But the point being, I don't quite have those same issues that some people do. And maybe that's part of the reason why I can't stay 100% carnivore all the time. I want to. Like, I believe that is the best diet. Let's look at Professor Bart K. He will tell you there is absolutely no reason to ever put any plant carbohydrates into your body. They don't do anything for you. And really, in many cases, they hurt you. But he will also say that he has never been more than 90 days pure 100% carnivore, that he always ends up having a little bit of something. He's what, 95, 98, maybe even as much as 99% of the time it's carnivore for him. It's animal based. But he admits to that. Like he goes 90 days. I myself, I've probably never gone more than a month or two. I'd say maybe 2 months of completely pure. And then there's something that I eat that I shouldn't eat, right? That I'll say I shouldn't eat, but I do. Some sort of plant material. Maybe it's some rice or something. Maybe I go to a restaurant and there are times probably that I don't even realize it, but I go to a restaurant and they have seed oils that they cooked it in or whatever, or there's something added, some sugar added into something, and that happens, right? So it's really hard to be 100% pure all the time. That's what I strive for. That's what I really believe we should do. But I also don't think that we should put anybody down because that they do eat a little bit of plant food. I think that some people are able to eat a little bit and it doesn't seem to affect them. And that's great. If they feel good, they feel great with it. That's great. They can continue to do that. And I'm perfectly for that. Me personally, I try my best to be 100%. And I know that when I have been 100% for, let's say, 2 weeks at a time or something, I feel great, especially if it's like mostly just beef. Like if I'm pretty much just eating beef, I feel even better yet. But when I add something in that I shouldn't, whether it is some rice or, hate to say this, but this has happened before. This happened last Christmas time. I saw a cookie. Christmas cookie was sitting there. I ate the cookie. Next thing I know, I wanted another cookie, right? And that's where the carb addiction came in. But, those things happen to me sometimes. I wish I could get better at that. And I think over time, I'm now over 3 years. I'm actually almost 3.5 years now on the carnivore diet. It's hard to believe. But in that 3.5 years, basically, I've gotten better with that. And there's been less slip ups, but it does happen. But I also I truly believe that there's no reason that we need to eat any vegetables. There's no reason that we need to eat the salad. the fruits out there, whatever. They don't give us anything that the meat doesn't give us, and they can give us bad issues. They can give us gut issues. They can give us different health issues. I had AFib. I I mean, I used to eat what I thought was healthy, and there was a lot of meat involved, but it was also a lot of vegetables that were involved, not so much fruit. But the plan that I was following, the diet that I was following, and this is like 8 years ago at this point or more. Um, it had a lot of vegetables. It had breakfast shakes, which had a ton of baby spinach. I'd put like a cup of baby spinach in this breakfast shake every day. You know what happened to me? I lost weight and I thought I was pretty fit. I was working out, but I was always sore working out. It always took a while to recover. I had joint pain. I'd get flare ups of, um, you know, bursitis, and I had arthritis in my big toes. I had so many different things happen. Then, about a year into doing that, I got AFib. Since I've been carnivore, after a couple of weeks of being carnivore, I have not had a single episode of AFib. Now, I had the AFib where it would come and kind of go on its own. And before going to carnivore, I would have 2 to 3 episodes a week at least, sometimes more, sometimes every day. It seemed like I would go into it for a few hours and then go out of it. Not one single episode in over 3 years, just about 3.5 years now, with not eating any of those plant foods. So those plant foods, not only do you not absorb the nutrients, but they can cause all kinds of problems in your body because we are hypercarnivores and we are designed to eat meat. We don't digest that food properly. And that's why I truly believe carnivore is the best diet. Anything um on the, you know, Dr. Berry spectrum of the proper human diet is a good thing. You know, some sort of ketovore, whatever it is, that's a good thing for people. If you can manage that and feel great, then that's great. And I will support you. I also know, though, that 100% carnivore is the best, and I strive for it all the time. And I don't necessarily get it all the time because there are mistakes that I make, but I strive for it. And this community that we have is such a great community that we all support each other. And when I say, you know what, I ate something I shouldn't have the other day or whatever, you all get behind me and you support me. And I thank you for that because we're all in this together and we need all of our support. We all need to support each other. There's no doubt about it. So, hope that this clears up some things about my last couple of videos. Again, I completely support people that are eating a little bit of plant material on purpose, right? Um, I will support anybody for whatever they're doing if they think that it's helping their body and their health. I don't think that a very hard a very high carb diet is going to help anybody. I think it's going to hurt them, it's going to hinder them. But if that's what they believe in and want to do, I'm not going to tell them that they're an idiot or anything like that. I might say, hey, you know what? I do this, and there are reasons why I do this, and it's really working for me, and this is what I've fixed. But I'm not going to put them down or anything. Everybody has their own choice to do what they feel is best. I just know deep down we are hyper carnivores, and I think this video helps to explain why and helps to explain how I really feel about carnivore and how I think that we should not be eating any plant material at all. I hate when I do it. It drives me nuts when I've done it before. Hopefully I go long periods of time before I do it again. This holiday season is going to be key because last year I shouldn't say lost, I gained like 20 or 30 pounds in like a 3-week period by eating bad, eating cookies and so forth that were available at Christmas time because of that whole carb addiction thing that I talked about. Like, I'm the type of person I need to stay away because if I eat one of those cookies, I'm going to want to eat another one. This is going to be a very important holiday season for me to get past that and be able to say, let's see, this is 22. This is my third year of carnivore during the holidays, right? This is my fourth year because I started in 2022. Oh my gosh, this will be my fourth Christmas with being on carnivore, and hopefully I do really well. I'm going to ask for your guys' support to help me out. I have my lives on Wednesday evenings with Johnny, the carnivore champion. Sometimes we bring guests on with us. Sometimes it's just us talking. You know, we've had Rick on before and so forth. And um, jump into those lives and ask me how I'm doing and support me and make sure that I'm staying with it because this is the time we all need support as we head into the holidays. This is the hardest motivation time period, and we got to do our best to do what we think is right. And for me, it's staying 100% carnivore.